Object-oriented design and programming. So here we are going to discuss about data types. So a type defines a set of values and a set of operations that can be applied on those values. The set of values for each type is known as the domain for the type. So data types mainly divided into two types. One is primitive data types, another one is about the user-defined data type. So in user-defined data type, user can able to define their own types. If it is a primitive data types, we have already built in like integer, character, boolean, floating point, double floating point, then void, character, and string. So in data types, we can divide that into three also, like basic data type, derived data type, and user-defined data type. So in basic data type, like we have have the concept of like integer, character, float, double, void. Derived data type, pointers, functions, references, arrays. So using those things, we can able to derive some different data types. User-defined data type can be like we can able to create our own data type using the concept of like structure, class, union, then enumeration, then type def. Here it shows like data type, different data types we have, and each data type will be having size in bytes. The size will be differ. Also, we have different ranges for each data type. Next, we are going to discuss about some practice questions. So here, the first question is about like we are going to, this is a very basic program. We are going to get some input in integer, long, character, float, and double. And this values will be given input to the program, and we have to print the output. So in when you're going to use this int, long, character, float, double, so how the values will be represented in the screen. So here in this program, IO stream, so this stream is used to get the input and output values using the C++ program. Here in the same program, I had used C stdio.h. So here this one will be supporting for the C language input output streams. So here like C means we can use the scanf printf concept. See in this program in int main is nothing but the main function. In main function, I had given the different data types like int, long, character, float, double. So in using these things, I am defining or declaring the variable. In this variable, we can able to get the values as the input. So using the cin, I'm getting a, b, c, d, e variable. So using this variable, I'm going to get the input. So also I'm going to print the value what I'm getting as an input. So I'm going to use here printf. So because of this printf only, I had given the include c stdio.h. If I use the IO stream alone, then I have to use here as C out. So here I'm going to use printf. So this percentage of D will be representing the A, and LD is representing the B, and C is for nothing but the character, F for float, and long float. So these are the inputs. After getting this input, I'm going to print the values ABC. So if it is according to the long double, the values, extra values will be included at the end. So write the program to test signed and unsigned integers. So here you can see include IO stream, nothing but the same thing, like int main. So it's the main function. In main function, I'm using the int, whereas the variable name I declared in int. So integer will be having the byte size is less. So here I'm going to give the heavy value. So this value again, it's going to multiply with 10 and divided by 10. So the result is too large. So we will be getting the wrong answer for this one. For example, in the C out, when I'm going for the C out, the answer cannot be printed in the proper way because I had assigned this int var in the integer data type. So if I need the answer in a proper way, then I have to go for the static cast double. So if I use the static cast double, automatically the integer can be converted to double according to the size of the value what I'm going to assign. So here now this value will be converted to multiplied with 10 and then it will be divided by 10. So we'll get the proper output because now this int var will be adjusted to the double. Now we can able to get the right answer. So for this int var, for this cout, I'll be getting the wrong answer. And for the next int var, because I had changed that into double data type, so I'll be getting the proper answer here. So next one is about like on a certain day, the British pound was equivalent to 1.487 US dollar. Next, the French franc was this one, and German was like 0.584, and the Japanese yen was this one. So write a program that allows the user to enter the amount in dollars and then display this value converted to these four other monetary units. So when you're going for this one, like the first I'll be getting the dollar as a input so that in the float data type. Next I'm going to enter the amounts in dollar. Then I'm going to get the input dollar in C in. Next one, I have to print the output. So the output should be in like pound, then France, and German amount also in yen amount. So in this way, I will be applying the formula. So using these formulas, I'll be going to get the output for the particular country currencies. So here, like see here, if I'm entering the amount in dollar 34, so this $34 is equivalent to pound. So I'm using this formula. So using the formula, I am changing that into pound, France, and dot mark as well as the N. Next one is about you can convert temperature from degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit by multiplying by 9 divided by 5 and adding 32. So this is the formula they had given. So using this formula, I have to get the input in the floating point number and then I have to convert that into Fahrenheit. So in this program, like I'm getting the input as a float Celsius and Fahrenheit. So I'm declaring using the data type of float. And in cout, I'm giving the sentence like enter temperature in Celsius, so that now using the Celsius data variable, I'm going to get the input. So after getting the input, the Fahrenheit will be calculated according to the formula, and then it will be displayed through the cout. Next one is about like if we have two fractions A divided by B and C divided by D, the sum can be obtained from the formula. So here I want to enter the first fraction 1 divided by 2 and second fraction 2 divided by 5 and sum I have to get as a 9 divided by 10. So how to write the program for this one? So here using integer data type, I'm declaring the variable like A, B, C, D and character term. So what is the need of this character is nothing but like I had told you 1 divided by 2 or 5 divided by 3, like that way I'm going to enter. So that slash will be given at the temp, nothing but the character. So the first fraction value will be given, then second fraction value will be entered. Now it will be undergo for the formula A asterisk D plus B asterisk C. So B asterisk D, in this way the formulas will be calculated. Then the formulas will be, answer will be displayed in this format. Next one is about like in the British Empire, the Great Britain used to use a monetary system based on the pounds, shillings, and pence. So usually once upon a time we had calculated, that is the British Empire had calculated the amount like if it is a pound 5.2.8. So that will be representing like 5 pounds, then 2 shillings and 8 pence. So how this can be converted to only the pounds and shillings. Nowadays, we don't have the concept of pence. So how you can convert that into the decimal points? So in this program, the input will be given in the pound, shillings and pence. And now I'm using this formula like total pence. So using this pence formula, we can able to convert that into the pounds and total pens. So this both will be added. We are going to get the total pounds. So it will be coming in the concept of decimal pounds. So it will be having only the pounds as well as the shillings. So that's all about the concept. Thank you. Also, I have to explain one thing, nothing but like programming. So here we can see like S12. Okay. So here in integer main, int main like uh, int where is the variable name. So this variable is declared using the concept of int data type. So I had given the value. So this value cannot be given in the integer at all. Again, I'm going to do some multiplication with 10 and divide by 10. So this result is too long so that we won't get the proper answer here. So also in int var, the same value I'm going to again giving, and then this will be used with the concept of static cast double. So using this way, if I'm going to give input is integer, it's not a worry. But when the value is too heavy, then it will be converted to double, and then that value will be multiplied with 10, and I'm going to get the answer here. So for example, if I'm going to execute this one, see like this I'll get it. So int var, so it's a heavy strength, so we can't able to get the proper amount. In next one I had used the double concept so that I'll be getting the right answer. So next program is like okay, so dollars, I have to enter the dollar so that it will be going to give the equivalent of pound, francs and mark as well as the yen. So we can execute the program. Okay. So for example, I'm going to give 50 as a dollar. So it will be going to give like 50 equivalent to what's the pound value, what's the France value, and what's the Dutch scheme value as well as the N value. Next one is about like Celsius and Fahrenheit. So here Celsius value will be given as the input. For example, 80 I'm going to give. So now this 80 will be converted to the Fahrenheit using the formula. And next one is about the concept of like fraction. First fraction we have to enter, then second fraction we have to enter. So just I'm going to give the values. For example, 1 divided by 2. So that's it. For this slash only I had used the concept of temp. And next one is for example 2 divided by 5. So this will be the answer. 9 divided by 10 will be the answer according to the formula. Thank you.